Room yakuzia. No bloopers. Not clear way. Right. I was thinking. Take a chicha thing.
Gosh.
Mhm.
Okay. It's still recording.
Yeah, good. Let's just start.
Hello, guys. This is the Chat Podcast, and I am Joe, and this is my colleague Brendan. We are here to show you episode 2, right?
Yeah, this is episode 2. From for those who have watched our introduction, yeah, this will be episode 2 for you, and we're going to be giving you more content, guys, giving you more insights in our lives and our journey with you on YouTube, and also sharing our past and giving you, yeah, more content.
More content from us, but for this episode 2, it's just the two of us. More depth in our lives,
Yes,
backgrounds,
yes,
why we started,
yes,
all those things.
all those stuff.
We could have just posted a Q&A before we started this episode, but
We just did it for the next one, right? Another, yeah, I to take another Q&A for maybe on Instagram or something. Yeah, we'll do that. So yes, guys, as we are here again, as he said, that we are going to be going more in depth with our lives and sharing why we even started this thing and how it even started. It's a quite a story how this thing even started. So yeah, I'll let him share with you how this thing even started, guys. So yeah, stay tuned.
TBH, yeah. I don't know when exactly we had the same idea, but I have a close date. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot of times, but I wanted to even do it by myself, but I was like, no, man, too much work. Maybe if I'm with someone, I can feel comfortable. But yeah,
That's someone who is me. Were you imagining someone who was like me, or you actually imagine someone like, you know?
I wish I could speak Shona here.
No.
But yeah, someone who's him, because he's more, I think we relate in some other aspects in life, like the way he talks, the way he is emotionally intelligent with people, the way he communicates. It's very clear. Like you can see yourself, small self in Brendan.
Oh,
No,
that's so cute.
there's no on. There's
Oh,
no. What I'm trying to say is one
yeah.
more coming. More coming.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you very much. But for me, this podcast, it was not even something that I was thinking about. So the thing is, guys, we have a friend who was not feeling well, so we just like visited her at the hospital, and then we just came.
We're talking about how we found it.
Yes, how we found it, like how it started, man.
Okay.
What? How are you missing that? So we visited that. She was not feeling well. We visited her at the hospital, and then when we arrived there, I had a friend with me. When I came there, and him and his sister were already there visiting that girl who was not feeling well. So when we were talking and talking and talking, that topic of YouTube and creating content just came up. It just came up out of the blue, and then
we took it as jokes.
exactly,
It was just for bands.
yes,
For bands means it was just jokes.
yes.
But then we're like, let's actually
do that
and see where we go with this. But look at us now. All lights, setting this
setting up,
formation,
having some, I don't know, Chinese
Ching chong juice.
Ching chong juice.
Ching chong juice. But yeah. Now
Yeah.
it's an actual thing that
It's
we
an
have
actual
to do
thing that
every week.
Every week. It's a
Yeah.
dedication now. So more support from you guys. It's it's a motivation. It's actually a boost, so that we can continue doing this, so that we see that we are seeing that it's valuable to people, and giving people more information, insight into China, insight into people's lives, as we wrote critical thinking and all those kind of stuff. Yeah, more guests coming. Yeah, as we promised,
The guests will come.
they will come.
They will come. We,
Yeah,
we, we know that you guys want guests. They will
they
come.
do. They will come. But for today, as we said, we are going to say more in depth in our life. So I'm gonna let Joe tell us how. Let's say let's start from childhood, right? Growing up, coming to China, and stuff like that. How was your experience with your childhood? How did you experience childhood?
What is childhood? Who is childhood?
Do you have his number?
My childhood,
Mm.
when I grew up, I was a suburban kid. Now, I was not a suburban kid, but I was just an average family with loving people around me. And thanks to those people who I grew up with, they showed me the way in life. Still do showing me what to do in life and all those things. My parents, my grandparents, my aunt, my uncle, I grew up with all of them.
Wow.
I grew up with all of them. So basically, I grew up with my extended family. We had a lot of memories, created a lot of memories. What else am I supposed to speak about from my childhood? But I cannot
Give them, give
remember
them, give them the childhood they want.
the childhood they want.
Yes, the childhood they want.
Ah, I was very weird. Still am weird. Very weird.
Uh,
Very interesting. Well, I cannot say I'm interesting unless if you know me in person, but there are witnesses, maybe my guests. They will come.
mm.
Mm. Maybe he will explain how I am personally wise, you know. But childhood wise, I know I was weird. I wore, for example, I wore blue skinny jeans, like literal blue
Oh
skinny
my
jeans.
god.
Blue skinny
Oh
jeans.
my
This
god.
blue.
Do you mean do you mean those skinny jeans that we see with the Kenyan boys
Exactly. The
on
Kenyan.
Christmas Day? I think have you ever
You
seen
should
that
say
meme?
no, 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 Kenyan boys. We're skinny jeans.
But no, it's a meme though.
It's a
It's
meme.
a meme that I saw of Christmas Day, and then this bunch of guys came out of the blue wearing skinny jeans, dog, with the red t-shirts.
You will show me.
Oh,
But
no,
let's get back to our podcast here. But yeah,
yeah,
that's how podcast is supposed to be.
yeah,
Just speaking casual.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, that's how weird I was. I was very normal with wearing blue skinny jeans. Not to
Mm.
say there's nothing wrong unless ukachena with those skinny jeans. If you wear them props, yeah.
Mm.
If you wear them props, but for me, I was just wearing whatever I see. I was more of like a Crocs person as well. I used to wear Crocs a lot. Crocs to church, Crocs to school, Crocs everywhere, even sleep with them. And I still do.
Yeah, they're getting your character very much. The moment you said Crocs to church, yeah, I know there are people who are actually having an image of they
Yeah.
know, because Crocs to church, dog.
Let's not talk about that one.
Crocs. Ah, yeah. Okay.
And what else? Uh, yeah. One thing I can remember from my childhood is uh the I cannot remember anything that is good,
Oh
ethical.
my god. Oh my. Okay. You don't remember anything that is good. Everything is just a little bit.
Everything is just havoc everywhere I go. Havoc, havoc,
Oh
havoc.
my god. There's a guest that I'm already thinking about. I think that guest will share us more about the havoc and the unethical part of your childhood. So we'll bring that person here and they will tell
Yeah.
us what is it that Joe was doing that was exactly unethical. But
I traveled to many, not so many, but countries in South. I've been to South Africa. I've been for holidays. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Bots. I've been to Namibia. I've been to Zim, and I've certain memories of those places.
Wow.
And yeah, I grew up in Botswana. Botswana, a place called Block 8, specifically. The capital city of Botswana, Gaborone, Block 8. Yeah, I've been to many different places. We've rented out a lot of places in Botswana. Like first thing we live in Block 8, another thing we live in Moritani, and then another thing we live in, yeah, we moved a lot.
You're moving to different kinds of places.
Locations in the capital. And yeah, like I said, I grew up most of my time in Bots.
In Bots, yeah.
And Namibia, I went there when I was it 2020? Yeah, 2020 is when I relocated to Namibia for school. However, my parents had left to China. Yeah, the two of them. Yeah, and the problem was we came at a wrong time. This so-called event, pandemic, cola, the COVID-19.
Very Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
Yamune cola.
Yeah. I liked Namibia. Not to say I didn't like Botswana, but Namibia is really, really.
What about Zimbabwe?
Beautiful.
What about
Relax.
You have been talking
Relax.
about Botswana and Namibia and South Africa. My fellow Zimbabweans, how do you feel about this?
Relax. I'll get back to you on Monday. Anyway, Namibia, yeah, it was nice for a couple of months. I've been there for like 12 months, a year. When came COVID, that's when things just. And then I had to go to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe had to do A level.
Take note of the tone that you said Zimbabwe. I don't think I'm liking this conversation.
Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much.
I went to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, say it the way that the white people in Britain say it.
Zimbabwe.
Yes, you nailed it. You nailed it. Zimbabwe. Yeah, you know those YouTube channels that will be speaking. Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls.
Victoria Falls.
Exactly. Chitungwiza. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Zimbabwe. That was my home country, and you know that feeling of like my foreigners, my Zimbabweans. You know, most of us, I cannot say most of us, but the people who I've met who are Zimbabweans outside of Zimbabwe, we have this certain feeling of like, we are going back to Zimbabwe. That feeling of like, I've experienced Botswana, I've experienced South Africa, I've experienced Namibia. Now we're going back to Zimbabwe. There's no electricity, there's no this, there's no that.
Oh my God.
That's the same feeling I had. But it turns out Zimbabwe is actually a nice country. It is really nice. You will meet certain characters. Characters who teach you street smart people. Actually, Zimbabweans are really smart. They can't even handle it on their own. Like, the smartness is against them. Yeah, but all I'm trying to say is that Zimbabwe brought in me. It brought a character in me with the people that I've been with, especially my last days of high school. Yeah, and other people as well, places, church, but I didn't really go out because, yeah, I was a disciplined child. Because there was a time when I got a dig, I was living alone. And
how old were you that time?
How old was I? I was 17.
You were living alone for 18. How
long? For like 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Tell us what has happened alone for 3 months. Joe Sinoya For 3 months
The
alone
thing
at
is,
17.
that time my parents were in China, and I was living with my aunt and uncle, Bagora and Maikori.
Okay.
And they are two handsomely boys and one beautiful Nutricia, EJ, and Kitty.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to those people, and I thank them for taking care of me. And, look at me now.
Is Joe
But
getting emotional?
anyway, they had left to Mauritius. They are pastors.
Your family is full of travelers, Mike. You.
They are pastors at Zioja Forward in Faith, which is a church that is almost around every country in the world. Yeah. So they went for a missionary in Mauritius for 3 months, and yeah, it was really fun. But
tell me
about
those
I
3
don't know
months.
what you are trying to find out.
What was happening?
Those 3 months.
Yes, I think even people there, they're very curious. They want to find out. Joe alone for 3 months.
Joe alone for
3 months. 17. How was it?
Let's make it more engaging. What if we just tell the viewers, or we could ask a Q&A, right, like after this video, and then we get back to that in the next episode. What do you think?
I think how we will solve this is this. We'll bring personal people.
Personal people.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Personal people.
But you're unlucky because I don't have a personal.
The problem is, Manje, the people that are personal, close to me, were not with me. I lived with my aunt and uncle that time.
So we'll do a Q&A and we'll see.
Do a Q&A and
see how it goes.
We will see how it goes.
Yeah, for me too. For me, yeah, my childhood was exciting. Zimbabwe. Yeah, it was growing in the ghetto. Left an imprint on my life. It was like a nice experience to grow up in the ghetto. Yeah, when we moved out of the ghetto, as you are a suburban boy, we moved in the suburb. I think 1 year before I came here, that's when we moved in the suburb. But before that, like more than 18 years of my life, I was in the ghetto there. So you know what the ghetto is like?
I don't know what the ghetto is like.
Okay, let me tell you, my guy.
Ghetto is ghetto.
So ghetto, I think more people who have been there can relate, and we are going to have a guest that has been from the ghetto, a Zimbabwean guy too.
A Zimbabwean guy. I hope you have a clue of who that is. If I watches the viewers there.
Yeah, they will love that guy.
Continue.
So growing up in the ghetto, when you are having your own things happening, it's not your own. It's for the whole community, man. There is nothing personal in the ghetto. Everything that happens in your family, it will become a community matter.
I'm not gonna lie, guy, but some other limitations of being in the ghetto.
No, like honestly speaking, yes. But I feel like maybe every place has its own advantages and disadvantages. But I think in the ghetto, maybe the majority of disadvantages, I think it's a lot, maybe. So because you get exposed to things like, as we said before in the last episode about drugs, it's mainly there.
Street smart.
You get it? It's not exactly as bad as people think, but it's as it's as challenging as also the way that people think. Yes, it's challenging, but it's not also as bad. Like that kind of community where you share your personal things with people, even not willingly. Sometimes people they will come to find stories. So I want to shout out to this group of individuals in the ghetto. There are women in the ghetto that wake up in the morning. You know those vendors.
Yeah, yeah.
Those women, they can wake up in the morning, right? And then the owner of the vendor, right, can prepare their job, and then they sit eggs,
Potatoes, and
potatoes,
all
and
those things.
yes, and then the other women now,
Yeah.
they come and sit. Those people will fry you, my guy. Those are the people that even know your sister is pregnant before she even knows
They
that
they know every single move
of everyone.
of everyone in the ghetto. Just ask them a name. Like, you?
They'll feed you all the information. Those women, man.
Information every time.
Like you'll be like, wow, okay, this guy is, it's like a newspaper. Like you are going to buy a newspaper and you're going to buy tomatoes. You also get a free package of a newspaper.
But the problem is, once you are interacting with those people, when you are ending the conversation, now, how do you end conversations with those guys?
You can't leave because the moment you leave, they are going to start with you. So you stay there. So that
you will stay there
until another person leaves. Then you follow them. Because the moment you leave, they are going to start with you.
Chagati. Dog.
Let me share mine. Then maybe you can tell us what happens in those next 3 months. So, guys, as I was saying, um, I grew up in the ghetto. My dad, shout out to my dad, by the way. My dad always told me to be responsible. That's one thing that he always beat me for. Like, have you ever been beaten by your parents and then they are beating you, saying words repeatedly? I told you to be responsible.
You should have been better.
You should have been better. What?
Choose your choices properly.
You see, so responsible was the main word that he usually said. And yeah, responsibility is needed in life. I realized it, and I thank my dad a lot for that. And yeah, shout out to my dad. So growing up, I wasn't the best and responsible person ever. I made a lot of mistakes as any other child, man.
This one looks like a naughty boy. This one, if you just
I
look
was,
at
man.
Yeah.
Like I was. It's in the past. Now, I mean,
I hope my son is seeing this one because that comment, bata.
which comment?
You know the comment that I'm talking about.
No,
you know
say
that
it.
comment.
Which comment?
We're not gonna talk about that comment, but just check out our first video, and
Yeah.
you'll see the comment that I'm talking about.
So growing up, you see, ghetto, taught to steal, taught to survive, street stuff, smart. You'll be engaging in some bad behavior, but it teaches you a lot.
It's beneficial in the long term.
In the long run, it's
I'm
very
sorry
bad
for all the families who are watching this, but wallahi, you need street man in life sometimes.
Yes,
especially in China. we'll get
into that.
We'll get
Yes.
into that.
For now, we are in Africa. Let's dwell in Africa, Asia. Jesus. Yeah. So. Yeah, so growing up, getting street smart, man, and then I got to, I think, around grade 7.
Yeah.
Man, there was this girl.
It's always a girl.
Of course. I don't know where she is now, but I see her on Facebook.
So he's stalking.
No. Wrong move, man. Wrong move.
He's stalking you.
Come on. I'm not stalking anyone. And that I don't think I haven't said the name, so
of course, grade 7.
Grade 7. I was young and stupid.
Of course, you learn from all the choices you make. But let me hear this dumb choice. This one. Let me hear this one. We learn. I want to hear this one.
There's some fundis.
Fundis.
Yeah. I thank God, by the way. This name, it carries a lot. But yeah, anyways, this is the past. So, grade 7, I met this girl. I was going to her rent house, primary school. It's a school that branch was in I don't know if you know what was the place called around Zindoga. I don't know if that place where people did braai and stuff.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah. So that the school was around that area. So
so the school was near the bar.
Yeah, like close to that place.
Yeah. Okay.
So we like the school came to get us with a bus, so we'd all be together in the bus and stuff. So she was a new student the time that I saw her. And I was like,
what did you do?
Man, I saw her.
Give me that girl.
No, I was young. My mind was very young, man. But can't deny when you see someone, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. But in grade 7, what do I do? I was so dumb. My sister, my sister knows that. My sister, shout out to Vanessa J. Charumbira. Yes.
Shout out to Vanessa.
Don't say that. If you do that, we'll fight.
Joe is here. I'm taking care of Brendan.
Don't do that. No. So, don't forget your sisters here. So,
relax.
So, yeah, I saw her and stuff. She was pretty good, but I was dumb.
On a scale of what?
Scared, man. Kwababa,
Quabs in the building.
Quabs in the building. I was like, wow, what is that? But I was young. These things, I didn't know.
Right. You see, the thing is, he's not getting into detail with this girl.
I am like,
he's just saying, I saw her in the bus.
Yes, and then my days went by, man.
You are no.
What do you want me to say?
You saw in the bus, then what?
Yes, I got starstruck, man. That's what I wanted to share. I'm passing through.
But what did you have in mind when you saw her?
Of course, she's beautiful. Wow. Okay.
Did you go for it? All right, yeah, continue.
Yes. So the years continued, man. It's continued. Form 3. Form 3, man. Those were the best years. Form 3 and Form 4.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Do you know Chiguza? In short, it's called Chiguza, but in English, they say gambling. Like in Zimbabwe, we did that tossing coin thing.
Yeah,
and then it tells what in head, and then you have to guess what it is, and then you get money out of it. We did that in high school, man. It was bad behavior, but I'm telling you, I enjoyed that time so much. I'm sorry, but
he was a gambler. Muskawa built.
Oh my
Vanessa,
God!
I hope you're listening to this.
She knows, by the way. I got caught once stealing a flower.
And Vanessa, this one.
I got caught stealing a flower one day, man.
What?
Dog. You know what happened? In Zimbabwe.
Actually, I don't know what happened. What happened?
So what happened was, in Zimbabwe, we had that hot seating thing. Like you would go
hot seat and you're asked the question.
Yeah. Like you would go to school at 12 p.m. Others would go in the morning. So my class we were starting in the afternoon. Because the buildings were few, so the student has to exchange the times and stuff. Yeah. So since my class was starting at 12, I had all these 6 hours alone. So I had this idea of, let me put some lawn on the yard for my parents so that the house will look nice. Then, as in the ghetto, as I was saying, there are some bad stuff that you do. I had this crowd that I had, and then there was a new community that was being built next to ours. So the people, they were putting those lawns, and they had flowers, very beautiful flowers, man. So with my guys, we just planned, we should go and steal some flowers so that we can plant them. Where? Dog. I don't know. God wants you to be an example.
We can't have everything.
God wants you to be an example for everyone.
Be an example.
I went there alone.
Did you manage?
I managed, but in the process of managing, I got caught.
You're shaking. That's why. Had you planned it? Because when you're trying to do something,
When you're a child, you don't actually plan. You just you have that feeling of I want that flower.
The itchiness is there.
Is there. So I went there to that community. So at that time it was around December when the farmers, they grow the maize. So that flower was in between the corn, man. Like it was so beautiful.
What color was this flower?
It was green, but the way it is shaped, man.
Like grass.
I don't know how. I don't even know the name, but it was so nice. That's all I know.
It was nice.
I sneaked in the corn, man. I thought I was very wise. So what I didn't see was behind me, the guy who was next door of that house was sitting outside holding a baby. You get it? Yeah. So I didn't notice it. I'm getting in the corn, seeing that flower. So that guy had already seen me the moment I entered the corn. So he was just waiting for me to do what I wanted to do. The guy sneaked, touched that thing. And then I started going back slowly, looking ahead so that I can see that there's no one coming from the house.
So you hadn't looked everywhere else, but you're looking ahead. The exit point.
The exit point. I'm coming out. The moment I turned, man, that guy was looking at me like this.
Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move.
The funny thing, that guy didn't say anything.
That's why I'm ready. That's why I'm ready.
Have you ever felt like I'm exposed, like I'm caught? Like you have nothing
you lose
to say.
Power.
Yeah, exactly. Like all the pride, all the confidence, it wipes out instantly, man.
It's done. You'll be disciplined like that.
Man, that guy just said, stand there. Don't run.
Don't move.
Don't move. Don't even think about running. My guy, he said, go hold that flower. Go there in the house. Holding that flower. And then he said, and say this, can I please?
That's a techie move, right?
Man, that guy did me wrong. I was young, man. I still did.
How old were you?
I was 15. I was like, okay, I have no choice here. I'm caught. I cannot run. This guy will catch me.
No power.
No power. I went back with the flower. I tried to hide it like this, right? But I was still looking at me. I went in front of the house. So I saw this girl was outside. I think it was a daughter of the house or something. She was cleaning plates. And
was
then
she your type?
She wasn't.
She was your type.
She wasn't. But I arrived right at the house. And then the mom comes out of the sudden. And then she says, what can we help you with? Something.
And they don't know.
I'm drowsing, man. I am freaking out in my head.
You're weak.
And then I pulled out the flower like this. And then she said, what is that? And then I said, it's a flower. What are you doing with it? Can I please have this? Immediately she said, so this is you. You are the boys who are coming at night, stealing the flowers in this community. Today, you will know.
Example.
I'm telling you, man. God sometimes. God will be telling you, don't do this. But anyways.
But that thing, that's that edge of wanting to.
I want to find out for myself. I want to see how it tastes.
Let me see how it tastes. Let me take it and see how it is.
I found out how it tasted, man. And it was very sour. It wasn't sweet at all. My guy, that woman threatened me and said, I want to take you to your parents. But by God's mercy, man, she just didn't even arrive at our house, and then he just said, "Go and pray. Don't do this again." That woman was very generous, man. I thank God about that.
She's just like my grandmother. You just reminded me of my grandmother.
Yeah.
My grandmother is the best woman in the world.
Wow.
Well, besides my mother, she's really, really nice. No matter what situation she's in,
yeah,
you'll never see her angry.
Wow.
You will never see her angry. And I thank God for that.
But grandmothers are good, man.
Shout out to Gogo
my grandmother sends me good mornings
every single day.
She doesn't miss, man.
She's just like my grandmother, sending a verse every single day. Bonjour à toi. We'll be seeing those messages.
Imagine.
Keep going, Gogo.
Our grandmothers are doing a good job.
But yeah.
I even mind. Even if somebody who would urging that they can say the good morning, even if they don't, your grandma is gonna, consistently. Even if you don't reply, you see them piled up. So yeah, thanks. Shout out to our grandmothers, man. That's quite great. Yeah. That's quite good. But yeah, I think so. Now you can tell us what was your 3 months like when you were being alone. I shared my very
my 3 months when I was alone.
Thank you very much.
You know that feeling, that certain age, you're 17, 18, and you're alone now.
Yeah.
In the house. 17, 18, A levels.
I always wish to be like
you
that.
Always wish. I know
I always wish.
But don't worry. We didn't open any. We didn't vura wombe.
Open large.
We didn't open large. we didn't open large. Yeah. We didn't open large.
Yeah. But no, tell them the truth. Okay, just give them a sample.
Let's just give them a sample, right?
Yeah, a sample of they can know what happened, so that it's like you are confessing.
Well, there was this girl.
Okay, before you finish, to all girls, please, if he says, "Come to my house," don't say yes.
Come like so.
Don't
say like so.
Yes.
Come like so.
Now you can finish your story.
But yeah, I'm just speaking. We had this idea.
Yeah.
We had this idea of why not?
Question first.
Why not bring some people from school? And we play like a FIFA tournament. FIFA tournaments, you just you just play a FIFA tournament. FIFA, yeah. Why not bring people in? Let's just start a FIFA tournament. Put money inside and all those things.
Exactly. So you were saying, hey, he's a gambler, Babs. Okay, let's finish.
And I thought about it. At first, I was really, really hesitant because I knew how my uncle was.
Okay.
My uncle,
shout out to Zimbabwe. Those guys will kill you for the benefit of your future. They will kill you.
Zimbabwean fathers.
Yes.
They're really good people.
They're very good people.
Inside they're good.
They're very good.
But outside you think, them people are wicked. You think they're wicked. Of course.
But at that time, yeah.
They are really trying to protect you.
Yeah. Shape your future.
Shape your future.
Yeah.
Possibly as they can.
As they can, yeah.
I hope I said it properly. English is not my first language, but yeah. But yeah, at first I was really hesitant in bringing people. But then I kept on thinking about it as I was sleeping. That same day, I was thinking to myself, and you're in high school.
Yeah.
You want to be like, well, me personally, I wanted to be like, yeah, you know,
I'm one of those,
Joe's no, yeah.
I'm
Let
balling.
me
I'm in the
host.
place now.
Let me host. Let me bring
Oh
people.
my God.
So now it's a high school effect. It's a high
You
school
know,
effect. Everyone wanted to be like that, guys.
by the way, you know, it's a surprise to be many people, but I have
Mm.
never been
You've never been
to a party, to a gig.
no.
None.
You didn't have
Man.
a friend group of these are my guys.
I'm-
No click.
Okay, my friends
Mm.
were from a prayer group.
Mfundis, men of God.
But gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine, like never.
But what was that? I thought about it.
The party, yeah.
And I wanted to be known. Well, I didn't actually want it to be known of like, this is the boy who lives alone.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you'll get in so much trouble. Like I said, Zimbabweans. Yeah. Are really smart.
Street smart.
Very smart.
Yeah, I don't care what other African countries can say, but Zimbabweans.
Street smart.
Yeah.
Street smart. I thought about the benefits. And the costs. There's benefits and costs in life. That's how I take life. Once you're doing an action there, you have to look at that thing or what you're thinking of doing. Look at the benefits and the costs. It'll be way more easier for you. Don't just swear. You'll be humble. You'll be humble.
You'll be humble, yeah.
But yeah, I thought about the benefits. And if you want to know my benefits on hosting this FIFA tournament as well was,
tell us.
People will know me.
I joke. You know, people like me, I think someone is hungry for some. Tell us.
People will know me.
Yes, of course. You know, recognition and stuff.
Recognition. Maybe, you know, a girl, nyana.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But there were costs now. There were a lot of costs.
My God, listen.
The first cost was this is a missionary house.
Oh my! You see, you see, this started when he went to church with Crocs. You see the kind of respect that this guy puts on the things of God.
Guys, I think this one, he has a different view of things, but at least I came to church first.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I grew up.
Yeah.
And I'm still believing in God.
Yeah, that's true. Amen to that.
Yeah. It was a stage. It was a stage.
It was a stage.
Even if I look at it, I just think, hey, I came across to church. What was I thinking? But you had a lot of shoes. My son, I bought you a lot of shoes. Why are you wearing Crocs? Polishing them with brush and polish.
And polishing the Crocs for church. Oh my God. Oh my God. You were deep. You were deep.
You know that meme of that guy, Interstellar?
I know the movie Interstellar.
Where he's by the window there and he's seeing himself. He's like, oh no. Exactly. That's how I feel whenever I think about it. But yeah, the costs. This is a missionary house. And you know, a missionary house is a house where the church of the district church rents out a place for the pastor and the family. They bring the groceries, they give them money, anything, utilities and all that. That's a missionary house.
They're doing a great job.
So yeah,
they're very much doing.
It was a missionary house. And another thing as well was that many people around where I lived, they knew me.
Okay.
They knew, okay, this is the missionary house.
Okay.
If we want to talk to Pastor Gore, we'll go to
that house.
But lucky enough,
just know it. Let's go.
Lucky enough, they were in what? Mauritius. So I was like, okay, fine.
Of course, you're alone.
But what if Bagore is testing my discipline? What if he calls an elder or a church member.
This were now thoughts just
go look at this house 2 minutes.
Of course. Since you are the one who stays there, you
So
start
we know.
questioning a lot.
So we know. What is this boy really doing? But I thank my uncle for leaving me with this house because it really taught me a lot. But let me continue with the story. Let me not just jump white. The more of the stories, but yeah. So that was another cost, and another cost was what if something breaks in the house? And you know, women, they know that yeah, something is missing here. They cannot tell what it is, but
they know
something is missing. They can count how many glasses were in that house.
Yes, they know.
They know.
Yes.
But they don't have proof. Women will make sure and find. That was another thing about my
I have beef about those plates and cups with my own mother. I'll share it. Yes, I want to.
And we lived with 2 cottages behind us. There were people who were in those cottages. I forgot their names, but yeah, those people are good people as well. But however, at the end, let me just go straight forward with the story. I came to an agreement. I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this thing. Let's just do it and see where it goes after that. People came.
Of course.
People came. You know, high school students.
Jaws house party.
A-level boys.
Students, man, it's crazy.
Boys. Certain boys who you bring in your group, bring out more ideas in that group and say, you know what? Let's buy drinks. Let's bring girls. Let's do this. Let's do that. Mind you, I didn't have money.
Yeah.
I was very stingy with my money because I knew that me, I'm alone. I live alone.
Yeah.
I live alone. I have to take care.
These guys are gonna leave me.
They're gonna leave me at the end of the day. Once they leave me, I'm here alone, stuck with an empty bottle of Jack Daniels. Empty bottle of Jack Daniels. I might as well just melt it and just start drinking a glass or something. But anyway, yeah. Smart enough, I was stingy with my money. I'm sorry if those guys are watching, but yeah, that's what happened. But all those ideas, we kind of made some of them happen in life. And we enjoyed. But when you enjoy too much,
some stupid
things will happen. And it was this close.
Yeah.
And this was over a FIFA game. I'm very good at FIFA. You can ask anyone in Lishwe or in Botswana or in Zimbabwe how good I am in FIFA. FIFA boy. I'm a gamer boy, by the way. There's this boy called Tapio. Giant. Taller than me.
Joe?
I think, yeah. He's like 190 centimeters. This boy, he was getting beaten by every boy in school. At my house. FIFA, not actual fighting. Physical fighting. Game fighting. 7-0, 5-0, 1, all those things. And you know, there are some funny goals that happen. But with me now, I don't know what ticked him off, but it was at that meter point where the gauge would tell him, if I lose this one, something will happen.
I'm going to
snap. So he played with me. And me, when I play FIFA, I'll laugh at you.
Yes. Me, I don't even know how to play FIFA. But he laughed at me.
I will laugh at you. Because I will tell you what will happen. And it will happen. In that point in time. As it happens, I will laugh at you. I don't care. I'll even reach up to 10. I don't have no mercy for anyone in terms of gaming. Recently, yeah, not long ago, he came playing Mortal Kombat. And yeah, I was laughing at this guy. I even stood up and had to shake his hand and told him, "Job is done."
Very narcissistic character.
But yeah, no, I'm not narcissistic. No. I'm a very nice person. I'm really a good guy. I'm a good guy.
But
yeah,
if you're a good guy, tell us what happened to that guy who you beat and you were laughing at him. What did he end
that
up
doesn't
doing?
necessarily mean I was narcissistic. But
Mm.
what happened to that guy is he lost, and our missionary house living room. That's where we were. That's where most of the people were. Don't worry, no one was in the master room. No one was in the master room.
Tell mine and Baba God that
Baba
no
God
one,
and my God, there was no
one
in the master room.
Yes, so that they know.
There was a TV like this
Mm.
in the living room. Not a plasma, not such fancy TV, but it was a TV to watch on for everyone. Premier League and all those things, because me and Bagwere would talk about Premier League while we're watching a match. I support Arsenal. He
I'm sorry.
he lost. He almost punched this small TV, and I almost Dara Chibaba. I don't know what happened after that, but we didn't fight or anything. But we were kind of tipsy. But however, at the end of the day, he didn't punch it. But I don't know what happened. So yeah, that's the things I can tell you about what happened. Some of the things that happened in those 3 months. When I was around.
That was quite a sample.
It's
I know, and the funny thing, it's a sample because there is an extra curriculum to what happened on this one.
We don't want to open large.
Yeah.
Of
course, you don't want to open large, but yeah.
But if you guys want us to open large, just make sure to comment in there. We want some engagement.
Some in the comment section. We are not hearing enough.
We want some engaging.
Some engaging. Yeah, we'll go deeper and deeper into it. Very, very much. So, I think for you, is you staying alone and you travel to other countries and stuff. A lot of exposure, man. Like it was good for you. I feel like that was nice, man. Your parents did quite a great job about that.
I recommend everyone should travel no matter what and see how the environment is for you.
I think so.
You will truly find yourself.
I think that was quite nice.
I didn't like going out, but
me, I had to get a passport because I had I had found admission in China. Without admission in China, the passport was never going to be gotten at all.
Oh, so now we're talking about how we got to China.
Yes.
Okay. We're talking about how we got to China. We're talking about how we got to China.
So, me coming to China, I had never traveled to any country.
So how was it when you got to China now?
I'd never, like, Zimbabwe was where I grew up, like everything that I know. And I was so used, like, you see, you think that now I know everything. Stuff, everything. I know everything.
But no.
But I saw that, where it started that to see that I don't know nothing. The application to come to China itself. That's when you realize that you know nothing, man. Like you know nothing.
You're still a boy.
You're still a boy, man. Because as I was saying, the ghetto, you think because you're street smart or you
means you know everything.
You know everything. No, you don't. And then it got worse by even landing here in China. You arrive. I had an ITO P36. At that time in Zimbabwe,
man,
you would be.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why he's saying it like that. I don't like this guy the way he.
Tell them, guys. ITO P36 at those times. I was bawling, man.
You're bawling.
I was hot, like a heater. I was hot like a heater.
You're boiling.
It had like those 3 plates now. The iPhone, has 3 plates. So I told it was like it was copying it.
He should have shown us on this podcast
Yeah,
how it is. But you can search it up. It's I tell what
P36. Okay. At that time, the thing that was a deal breaker for us. It had a fingerprint thingy at the back.
Yeah.
You
if
see,
you have small fingers, it's done for.
And that was obvious for people to see that this is not an Apple because it has a fingerprint behind. But if that fingerprint wasn't there, I would be telling people that it's an iPhone and no one would question it.
I'm telling you, iPhone 16, man.
You get it.
iPhone 16.
That I was balling.
It's that one with the big cameras.
Yeah, like those three of them. Man.
Or like iPhone.
But the funny thing was
Pro Max.
Like iPhone, yeah, like Pro Max. But the funny thing was only one camera worked on those 3 ones, and then that flashlight.
It kind of reminded me of that iPhone Mini that I showed you that time.
About Chinese people, they need help.
Chinese people are they're way ahead, bro.
Yeah, they're way ahead, man.
I'll never stop glazing those niggas. Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping.
So I had that Itel P36 coming to the airport, thinking I am what?
Big baller. I'm bowling, man.
Yes, I'm having this phone. It has a fingerprint.
I was dripping sauce.
I'm dripping sauce. I had $5.
$5 with 7, it's 35 you win.
I got a barrel. $5.
$5.
I can take a quadro.
Quadrone punch.
So I had my item in the airport. Got in the airport. So the first thing that showed me that the phone that I had was nothing. I got into Shanghai, man. I met my aunt.
Damn it.
The phone she was holding. The phone.
I think it's better if you just tell them the phone she was holding. You can end it there.
The thing is, the experience itself, like I felt like, now man, this is the start of it. This is the line. Now you realize.
That's when you realize.
You have to press a restart button. And I pressed it. And did you know what she said? I have to get a new phone. This phone, it's not even proper.
What phone was she using?
And it was a 13 Pro Max at that time. And then she said that. And me, I'm holding a what? And I told P36. That I told you when it got to China, when I was pressing the password, you had to press 3 letters for the first one that you pressed to come out.
It's like those button phones, those Nokia button phones where you have to press.
It was acting like a Nokia. But the number is 1, right? But you have to press.
In Shona, we call it Ningeato stroke, man.
Yes, it is. Man, I was like, wow. I have to restart. I have to rethink. And like,
I'm sure you're told by Kendrick Lamar and that head of yours to be humble, huh?
Yes.
Of course.
Like,
be humble.
Relax.
This is just the beginning.
But yeah, traveling to another country, man, it opens your mind. As I came here, my mind was opened big. I saw a lot of stuff, man, that I even wish I knew before I came here. You get it?
But now you're here.
But now I'm here. So I shout out to my parents, man. They did a lot of work and they're still doing a lot of work, So I really thank God for that. I really thank God. And for you, as I was saying, man, you got.
No.
I wish, man. I really wish it was me. Botswana. Do you hear the countries that you were saying? Botswana, Namibia.
No.
South Africa, Zimbabwe. Now China, man. Infinity Stones.
One thing you should appreciate is that you're given another time in this. You'll never compare yourself to anyone in life. No. Waking up is the greatest feeling ever, bro. Waking up.
But have you ever woken up knowing that you are going to class.
In winter, that's why I take up my bacha. We're waiting.
Talk about the best feeling of waking up.
It's 6 degrees in Niche right now, and that's why you see us with these buffed up jackets.
And then waking up
really
feeling
cold.
great.
But you should have more gratitude.
Yeah, more gratitude. I stand corrected by that. I stand corrected, and I
Have
think
some gratitude in life, because life is very precious. Don't ever compare yourself to people.
That's true. Man.
Once you compare yourself, it's not good. You'll start.
You will suffer.
You will suffer. You will really suffer. Just thank God you're still alive. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Bit about us.
Like we said, like I said in the first video, this is our podcast.
Yes.
This is our podcast. And I really appreciate you guys watching this and giving us support.
Very much. Like,
thank you for
so
how many subscribers now? 80.
When we started, it was 90, man.
90?
Yes, dog.
90 subscribers.
Yes, it was 90 subscribers 90 when we started.
You see how I feel after hearing 90 subscribers. I'm really surprised. I didn't even know.
That is precious.
I didn't even know we were going to reach that in less than a week. But wow, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. I'll forever keep telling you guys to subscribe in your DM. Even if you see it on your stories, I'll tell you to subscribe.
Yeah. Please, guys, just
subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Yeah. And share. So, guys, this is our second episode.
Second episode of TCP. My dad said,
your dad imagined TCP. That was dope, man. That was dope, but that is cool. That is really cool. Yeah.
We have shouted to too many people.
Of course, but
let's shout out to our viewers. Shout out to all our viewers.
You know,
they give us motivation
and support. Yeah.
And it really means so much to us. People like us, we just started. We don't even know what we're doing. We don't even know what we're doing.
But yeah, we thank God, we thank our parents, we thank everybody, the comment section, we thank everyone who subscribed.
I wish I could see a list of everyone who subscribed and
shout out to But let's say this is it.
Of you. You don't want to do it when you're there. Just do it. Talk. Hello guys, this is the Child Podcast and I am here with my colleague
Brandon Talent.
I'm Joe with episode 2.
Yeah, thank you guys for